The Faculty of Architecture and Built Environment of TU Delft organizes several master tracks in a Master of Science of Architecture, Urbanism, and Building Sciences. The Master Track of Landscape Architecture takes at least 2 years. In the first year, the students deal with a wide scope of landscape architecture in a fixed studio setup for the first 3 quarters and elective courses in the 4th quarter. The second year is all about graduation project. We are going to hear opinions from students and alumni of Landscape Architecture Master Track, Lotta, Jan, Matthijs, Marcello, Ilya, Aditya, and Margot.
I'm Lotte. First I studied my bachelor's over here in Delft. I decided then to go for the landscape architecture master track because in this way you're more involved in processes in public space with humans but also with ecology, and I'm having quite a good time here. Now we're working on such different scales than we used to do. You're much more focused on a larger network of things, which I think is very interesting.
My name is Jan Houweling. I just started my master's here. In Q1 we started off designing the small green spaces. We designed a garden in the quarry, and now we moved up to the large scale of North Holland. I decided to study landscape architecture because I have always loved nature, because I find it super inspiring. Okay, so what I like so far is the very wide range of activities in the project. So really every day looks different here. So we go outside to the project site, we have seminars, we draw in the studio. You need to be creative in order to think of concepts, to design, to make the beautiful visualizations, but you also need to understand and work with all of the systems that influence the landscape. And I think this balance between the creative part and the more technical thinking, I really like this.
Marcello, nice to meet you. I studied in Politecnico di Milano. I did my bachelor there in architecture. There is a different conception, idea of landscape there than here. Yeah, I was amazed by how fast and how experimental things are in here. So I got the passion back, and here I am. I have to say I'm very happy with my choice. I'm doing the Harvest Graduation Lab, which is mainly about production and metabolistic flows. And last year we had, during Q3, we had introduction to this kind of topics. It was my favorite quarter.
I'm Matthijs, Hollanders. What I like so far is the range of skills you're working on, and that it's not only about people but also about animals and plants, natural systems. Now in a master in landscape architecture is that we are thinking more about time. We're thinking about 100 years from now. What I like about the masters is that it's quite a small group, so everybody knows each other, which makes it a very pleasant environment to work in. There are so many nationalities. I'm working now on my thesis. I focus on the production forests to make wooden architecture. I still wanted this connection to urbanism and architecture.
So my name is Ilya Daskyula, and I'm working here for the past year and a half, almost, in Utrecht, in Ocre Landscape Architects. And I think the most important thing for the office is how to create healthy urban environments. Now I'm working in Merwede Canal Zone, which is a big area in Utrecht. Another thing that I should mention is that we did competition for Athens, so it was very nice to work back for the city I lived in for so many years. I love my profession. Usually people think about it as only, I don't know, designing gardens or something like that, but it's so much more. I mean, it's a discipline that combines many different sub-themes. You always have to deal with built and unbuilt space, so it's very interesting to see the transition from one to another, and I think that it can really bring a change in the way we live.
I'm Aditya. and I practice landscape architecture in Rotterdam in a firm called West Acht. Firstly, I joined in during my internship period in Q4. I think I enjoyed the fact that I found out that it was much more spatial than I thought, and that was the fun part of it. I think what I learned most was to not follow a certain line or path. You just go. I think I learned most to go around. I think that was something that I learned here that I didn't learn anywhere else maybe.
I'm Margot and I'm working at Plein 06 at the moment. So I finished the masters and I found a place in Amsterdam at the municipality. So I've been working there for 1.5 years, and then I kind of thought, maybe it's time for something new. And I saw this traineeship, the spatial traineeship in Rotterdam, where you will work at 4 different companies and do the professional experience program at the same time. So it's a whole 2-year package, kind of. And I started working at Lola first, Lola Landscape Architecture Firm. Then at the advisory office, RO Adviseurs. And now I'm at Plein 06, which is an office for urbanism and landscape architecture. The last part of the traineeship is the municipality of Rotterdam. Yeah, I really like it. Also with the Bachelor of Bouwkunde and the Master of Landscape Architecture, it kind of falls together. What I really liked was like I said, the big scale. Because of this big scale, there's also a lot of parties, and all these parties have different needs or ideas or agendas even. You kind of are the connecting person in some sort of way. Yeah, I really like it.
I would recommend it anyway because I like it a lot.
So if you are a fan of nature,
If you have an interest in
Processes over time.
To see every small detail on the landscape.
Learning about trees, about how they grow.
Conceptual idea making.
And to work on your fascination.
I think landscape architecture is perfect for you. Yeah, good.
In one word.
Ooh, that's difficult.
Ooh,
Yeah, fun.
Growth.
challenge.
Cooperation.
Collaborative, I like this.
Designing with nature.
and I like this Dutch word, openbaar ruimte.